trying to play victim and being all aggressive, he's way wrong about that.
I didn't like that at all. Like I said, I'm gonna have a whole talk with him if he wants about that live, because there was all right, so like it was a lot of things going on in that live. I'm pretty sure he was aware of that I had problems with. Because, like I said, I was in that comment section, and I mean, like, literally, I was being tagged every 5 seconds with people with disrespectful comments towards me and shit. And I ain't paid no mind. I ain't say nothing. But as soon as I make a comment of advocating and, sticking up for Miss Tanya, telling her to leave and just chilling, it's just not even working, I get muted. I literally
and that's
got
what
muted.
I feel like he's trying to do.
Right? So I go get my other page and I literally tag him in the comment section. So we silencing black men now?
Yeah, and then everybody was so distraught and like, silencing who? Like they didn't know what was going on.
Like
Well,
they didn't know I got muted.
The person that muted you know what the fuck they did.
He know I got muted. So then I had to sit there for like 5-10 minutes, listen to a white boy sit there and literally lie on me. Right? But your platform, you tell people that if they're not there to defend themselves, they shouldn't even be spoken on. Because I wasn't even the topic of the live, starting off the live, but I became the topic of the live. Even when I was there, after I left out of the live. Then when I finally get in the live, I'm getting tone police talking about I need to calm down for a white boy talking on me.
Exactly.
Why might he want to fight me? I don't even know the dude. Like I got so many questions. Like, and then he allowed to sit there and say, I help you people, and this is what I do for the black community. That's white savior. Like, we don't need that in our community. Any white boy that's doing shit like that, saying like that, talking about what he do for the community, he don't care about the community. He just using that to bring himself closer to the community, in the community.
Exactly.
Like, how many times have y'all seen that and y'all don't notice it? But then you telling me to calm down.
Listen, Blaze.
Yeah.
You got to remember, there's a group of black people, some might call them coons, that seek out the approval of white people. They seek out that validation of white people. And I'm not saying that, that's King of Hearts. I don't know nothing about the nigga. But I do know this. Too many black folks are entertained and enamored by white people caring for them, fighting for them, advocating for them. That's why they're so eager to invite everybody to the motherfucking cookout.
Ridiculous. Like, I went in that live and I called him a white boy, and I felt like it was they made me feel like it was offensive to call him a white boy. The fuck, that's what he is.
And he felt like it was offensive because if he didn't, he wouldn't have brought it up in that goddamn video this morning.
Yep. He did say that in the video.
He sure did. He sure did. So yes, he was very offended by you, a black man, calling him a white man. So that in itself tells me, one, you don't know nothing about your people. Secondly, you don't give a fuck about your people.
That's crazy.
So you can never be a safe space for black women.
That's wild. And I told you, I felt that night. Like, bro, you up here tone policing me for a white boy that spoke on me? I ain't speak on him. I ain't coming this live speaking on him. I didn't tag him in the comment section or nothing.
When did he say he was pimping black women?
That's the same. Yeah, that dude.
He said that in the live?
No, somebody said he's a pimp or something. He's an ex-pimp. I don't really give a shit about him. He's a nobody. I said his real name, and he done went off. Him and Mr. LA done went into their feelings. They're like, I'm gonna call you what your mama named you. If I find out what your real name is, I'm gonna call you what your mama named you. You don't like it? Don't blame me. Your mom named you. So that was my whole issue from the gate. Like, first of all, he sat there and listened to that man talk about me. But then when I come in the live and go straight for the white boy neck, and y'all making me feel like y'all feel offended for me calling him white boy for which he is, a whole white boy.
Blaze, it ain't nothing. They all scary. I'm just keep it real. That's how they act. That's how he act. They act scary. He do the same thing with everybody. Looks like
But that
block
don't
them,
even
then
make
he
no
gonna
sense. Don't try
lie.
to tone police me after the dude and already. And then he kept letting the white boy talk over me. Like, all right, I'll let the white boy sit there and say whatever he wanted until you finish, right? As soon as I start talking, Blaze, y'all talking over each other. Nah, bro, what did you talk
Right.
about?
He
That's
don't want them people to
what they
turn
do to
against him
me.
because he know he can't take it. He one of them niggas, he can't take it. He'll fold under the pressure.
That's only to throw us the fuck off, distract from the conversation. That shit is calculated because that's the same shit they do to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit there and let a motherfucker talk for 30 minutes, an hour. Soon as I go to speak, I get interrupted.
Yep.
And then when I get to interrupting back, like, you don't give a fuck about interrupting, so now I don't give a fuck about interrupting. Now you got a problem. But I just sat there and literally let you talk for 30 minutes straight, didn't say a fucking word. Soon as I start talking, is police is interrupting. Police don't do nothing but talk over people. What? Police will give you all the time in the world to say what it is you need to fucking say. It's police that y'all don't want to hear. So when I get to speaking, y'all get to interrupting, trying to distract, trying to throw a motherfucker off.
And we know it's cap. We know that's what it is because he had a whole live and let you talk forever. Didn't let nobody interrupt you. Was that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, she interrupted people. She talking too much. So you can't get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I know who didn't get interrupted. Kappa, Petty Row, all of them.